Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho!
It's bedtime story time with Santa! Pippin's Worry by Rachael Howard. Now, let's meet Santa.
Oh, hello. Good evening. I was taking a sneaky peek at tonight's bedtime story with me, Santa. I'm going to be reading a story every evening on the run-up to Christmas, so do come back and join me for another one tomorrow. Today's story is Pippin's Worry by Rachael Howard. Pippin, the little rat, was worried. He was the smallest of his mischief, and what if Santa forgot him? If only he was as fat as Geralt. He always got the best of the treats and was so cuddly. Geralt, he asked, how can I be fat like you so Santa won't forget me? Geralt sat on his pile of seeds and looked Pippin up and down. Well, lad, you need to eat and eat for a long time to get as fat as me. He gave Pippin a hard stare. But you're not having my food. Pippin sighed. If only he was as clever as Moople. Moople knew where Geralt hid the best treats and would steal them away. Moople, he asked, how can I be as clever as you so Santa won't forget me? Moople grunted and nodded at him. A wise question, little one. It deserves a wise answer. Moople scratched an ear, then his tummy, then his other ear. Finally he snorted and said, well, you need to find a brain as good as mine, then trotted off to see what Geralt was sitting on. Pippin stamped his paw. That was no good. He only had the brain in his head. If only he was as good at hiding as Rogue and Merry. Rogue hid under the furniture when it was time for bed, and Merry hid in the sleeves for hours. Pippin peeked into the darkest corner of the hammock where Rogue and Merry snuggled. He called, how can I be as good at hiding as you, so Santa won't forget me? Rogue eyed him warily. Is that a trick question? Because I'm not having you telling where our hiding places are. Really? I just want Santa to remember me, begged Pippin. Rogue and Merry whispered together, then giggled. Well, said Merry, you need to find the smallest, darkest, hidiest hole there is. They turned their backs on Pippin, and Rogue shouted over his shoulder, and stay there! Pippin scratched his head. If I hide in a hole forever, then Santa will forget me. Oh dear. He was only the smallest rat in the mischief. He sniffed and hunched over in the litter tray. Then a firm paw settled on his shoulder, and he looked up into the caring face of Thorin, the head of the mischief. Why are you looking so miserable? Thorin asked, wiping a tear from Pippin's face. It's Christmas Eve. Pippin gulped back a sob. I'm sure Santa will forget me. Thorin chuckled. Of course he won't, you silly bean. Santa loves the smallest ones. Pippin smiled up at Thorin. He does? Thorin patted him and then snuggled up to keep him warm. You wait and see. Soon the others joined to form one big, loving, snoring pile that made the cage bars shake. And in the morning, under his paws where Geralt and Moople couldn't steal it, he found a great big hazelnut just for him. You see, Santa didn't forget him, even though he was the smallest one. Now, you can find all 25 stories that we're reading up to Christmas in a book on Amazon. Go and have a look. And if you want to have a chat with me, you need to go to www.santacalls.online and book, and maybe I could talk to you in person. Wouldn't that be nice? I'd like that. Now, it's time for sleep, so off you go. Hope you've brushed your teeth, and I'll see you tomorrow. Night-night. Good night.
That was so much fun. And if you want to meet Santa for a chat, ask your grown-up to visit santacalls.online.
No, you've got to go to sleep now. Bye.